Are we really in a chopped men epidemic? We're going to tell you the truth, starting right now.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Improved Men channel.
Woo!
We're here. This is episode 8. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Nice to see y'all again. And today, we've got a very interesting one for you. My name is Paul Sebastian.
My name is Jesus Pacheco.
And we've got a lot in store for you guys today. But before we really get into it, we want to go ahead and remind you guys again to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to our YouTube channel. And, of course, our other social media platforms. Come and find us there and join us there as well so you can keep up with all the latest and all the short form content that we will be producing for you guys.
Yes.
Here.
We're trying to kind of keep up, and just provide you guys with some reels on Instagram, some TikToks, just short form content so you can share with your friends. And just so you can tell them, hey, look at these guys. They have really good, interesting points. And, they're really charismatic, really good looking, not looking chopped.
Well, now that you mentioned chopped and in the context of good looking, is that what it means? Are you alluding to something there, Jesus? What's going on?
Exactly. This week we are going to talk about one of the trends that are happening right now. And is the chopped men epidemic, according to TikTok.
Oh, no. Chopped men epidemic.
Exactly.
Okay.
So just to give a little bit of an introduction, right? So for you guys who have a job and, you guys are not, all day on TikTok, let me just kind of explain what's going on. Chop means ugly, not good looking.
Ooh.
Right. For you guys who also are in the old generation, we're going to try to keep you guys up with all the new terminologies.
With the new lingo.
With the new lingos.
The hip new lingo.
Exactly. So,
yeah.
chop men, meaning that, ugly men. So, the premise, my friend Paul, is that, there is a lack of baddies, according to TikTok. Baddies meaning, like good looking, looking good, attractive men. And
so you're saying that there are women out there. There's many women out there that are saying that there's a lack of good looking men.
Yes, exactly. So
otherwise referring to those men as chopped.
Exactly. So how about for editing purposes, let's add the clip right here.
So as we're all very much aware, we are living through a chopped man epidemic, and there's a big shortage of baddies. It's gone so bad to the point that, like, if I see an attractive man, it genuinely makes my day. I was walking on the sidewalk earlier, and I saw a cute guy in his car, so I waved to him, and he smiled back at me. And obviously he drove away after that, but I was like, oh my God, a cute guy? This was at 6:50 p.m. It's 7:17, and I'm still like, oh my God. And I feel like this is going to power me through my evening. Like, wow, I actually saw an attractive man today. Like, diamond in the rough, needle in the haystack. Seriously.
Yep. So, guys, that is the TikTok. And so you guys get a little bit of a context of what's going on. So, yeah.
Yeah, that one was hard to watch. That's a hard one. Well,
exactly.
So should we explain here? Get into it?
Yes, I think what basically we want to do is just kind of give it from the point from the improvement channel from a little bit of help for the guys who might have got a little bit of triggered, like mad about these comments, this situation. We are here this channel to provide you guys with kind of like the context, give you kind of like the reality of things and tell you the truth. That's why we're here, to tell you the real truth.
Okay, so what we want to actually tell you guys is your feelings might be riled up, you might be upset, or maybe you feel indifferent, but nonetheless we're here to explain to you that maybe not all what they're saying is wrong, but also there's some things that is wrong with what they're saying. So we're gonna go ahead and break that down, and in case for you guys that might be confused and mixed up with your emotions.
Exactly. So we're gonna give you point by point. So point number one is, how about what is the attractiveness of guys, right? What is attractiveness on the male gender, right?
Yeah. So basically, women right now, they might be complaining that we are ugly, right, physically. And so men are probably losing a lot of their center of in listening to these things into what's going around online. But what we really need to remind ourselves is that our attractiveness does not solely come from looks, and that is really coming from several other areas, which is the good thing for you guys. And the way how we lead with our attractiveness is our status, our ability to network,
Yes.
and our ability to have and acquire resources.
Exactly. Yeah, and also, guys, I know that you might be inclined to say, only the good-looking people, are getting the attraction of this woman, and they're only gonna look at the attractiveness of the guy, and that's it. Let me tell you, the truth is that looks will only help you in the first seconds. It will make the girl turn around and kind of look at you, right? You will get a little bit of the attention. You will get some likes, you will get some follows, but after that, you still need to show who you really are. You still need to show the qualities that Paul is mentioning, right? About the ability of your ability of obtaining resources, right? How good are you in conversation? How how you what is your status among your group, right? Or among society too.
Yeah.
And you still need to show who you really are after those couple of seconds where the girl turns around and looks at you.
So what really goes a long way is your charisma, your confidence, your social priviness to be able to get to the things you want in your life. So if there's men that are go-getters, and they will do anything, and they'll stop at nothing to reach their goal. Therefore obtaining lots of resources.
Exactly. I think that kind of covers a little bit of what's going on in the terms of attractiveness in this context. Let's jump into the second clip. I think this is really important to watch so that we can give you some context. So run the video.
The craziest thing about the war going on against the chopped man epidemic girl is that she's actually quite beautiful. Hello? She's actually quite beautiful. Like, actually, dare I say, more than conventionally attractive. But you guys are brain-rotted gooner freaks. And proving her point. You're proving her point. All you guys do is goon. You goon to weird-looking alien plastic surgery messed up-looking corn stars on Twitter, or freaky little anime characters that look like they're 5 years old. But actually, if my sister was reincarnated as a slime, the character is 14,000 years old, so technically she's over 18. You guys are fucking weird. Normal human women don't have lips so big they look like they could explode if you chewed too hard, and a nose so small that you can't even breathe. Okay? Sorry. You guys are just weird gooner freaks, and you don't know how to get off to a normal looking woman because you're so used to weird shit on the internet. And you don't have any hobbies. And the craziest thing is women's standards are a lot lower than you think. All you have to do is maybe go to the gym a little bit, take a shower, and have a nice haircut. And guess what? There are cures to male baldness. There are so many cures to male baldness. You don't have an excuse. Get some rosemary oil, get a scalp massager, and get on Rogaine. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, they're hating us for things we can't control. Yeah, you can control male baldness. You can control your beer belly, and you can control your off-putting, strange personality that you have because you don't have hobbies. So figure it out. And I bet you guys are going to come in my comments and be like, well, you're chopped too. I'm not. I'm very hot, baby. And you don't have to tell me I'm ugly, because I know I'm not. Okay? You guys are fucking weird. Freaks.
So So that is the context of our next point. Paul looks disappointed. um, so yes, guys. So our second point is, being addicted to porn, right? And how it affects in this kind of chop men context. So what do you have to say?
Well, so first of all, she went off on several different things there where she was not totally making sense. So, when I was watching that the first time, Jesus showed it to me for the first time yesterday, and I was thinking, what the hell was this girl talking about? But somewhere in there, I could kind of see what she was getting at.
Yeah.
And porn addiction was the one thing that stood out to me. And so they're right in the sense that addiction to porn can cause a lot of problems in your life, and it can affect you in three main ways, and that is physically, that is mentally, and that is financially. And so physically, well, look, if you're always watching porn day in, day out, and you can't have enough of it, well, too much of that stimulation is going to eventually lead to erectile dysfunction. So you're not going to be able to perform when it comes time when you are with a partner and you start to get in that moment. It's not going to be the same for you because your brain has become very, very used to receiving its reward in a different way, where you are just constantly masturbating like whenever you want. So you're rewarding the certain stimuli in your brain without doing anything to earn it. And so it's going to throw a lot of your nervous system haywire. So that is one issue that you'll have, and that's physically. And now mentally, it can affect your confidence because you're spending more time watching something rather than spending the time into developing your social skills and getting in the same room with women that you find attractive. And you're missing out on that opportunity to actually approach them, to talk to them, to see what they respond to, how they emotionally respond. And you also miss out on that opportunity for you to learn how to respond back in order to garner more attraction. So that's another aspect. And the third and the final one is financially, because porn is a business. Porn involves money, lots of money, and the number one subscribers to porn are men. And these men, they'll not only subscribe to OnlyFans, but they're also going to subscribe to porn sites, and they'll even subscribe to other websites where you can buy individual videos and everything like that. So if you're thinking, oh, like one over here won't hurt, and then you're thinking, oh, another one here won't hurt, oh, I'll just renew it for one more month, all of that really compounds and it really, really adds up. And before you know it, you're going to start destroying your wallet and your life. And you can't make rent. You're having trouble at work. You're losing sleep because now you're going broke. And then you're trying to figure out, how am I going to eat lunch? And it happens way more than you think, guys.
Exactly. And back to that point, right? And we're kind of disseminating what she said. Another thing that she mentioned is, and other girls are also mentioning too, is that we are more attractive to these kind of unrealistic bodies. And I would say that is kind of truth, and that connects to what Paul is saying, right? Where the stimulus is no longer there with a real woman, right? The point is kind of truth. Now, the issue with this is that once you start consuming to a certain degree, yes, you start kind of losing that like drive to actually look for a real woman. And that's totally true. But at the same time, right, is you should not settle just for anyone, right? In this case, right, one of the main complaints from the other side on the comments, right, from the guys is like, this woman, the women who are doing these videos are not, attractive. At that point aside is for you guys, right, in sticking to something real, something that is not really up to interpretation is just, you need to look, you're not going to settle for someone that is unhealthy, right? Somebody that is completely overweight, who is in drugs, who is really destroying the body, and you shouldn't settle for that, because if they're not taking care of themselves, they're probably not going to take care of you. So don't settle just for anyone.
That's a good point.
Yes. Third point, the simps. It was kind of mentioned within these videos, right? In other videos. But I think, to tell you the truth, right, is we're kind of disseminating in telling you like what involves, how this came about, right? And then we believe that it's also part of, a blame of the simps, right, Paul?
The simps are really contributing to this type of reaction that is coming from women, because we're living in an age now where everyone's connected online. Everybody shares pictures of themselves, videos of themselves, and people get validated so easily, and it inflates their ego. And therefore, now you're getting a lot of women who are speaking this way because of the people, the crowd that is feeding their ego. And a lot of them are the simps. And the problem with that is that the main reason why these simps do it is because they think that they're going to get on these women's side, and for a validation for their own, thinking that they're going to receive it back. And they're just way too agreeable. They don't oppose, or they don't disagree. They don't stand their ground. They just think, oh, yeah, I mean, look at how these other guys, how dare they carry themselves like that, right? Like, screw all that overly macho-ness, right? You're totally right. And they start just agreeing with them in hopes that something lucky will happen for them.
Exactly. And if you're catching yourself being too agreeable, let me tell you the truth is that women are not gonna like just a completely agreeable guy, right? If he consistently says yes to every single thing that the girl says, the girl is gonna even take you as you manipulating her, tricking her, and she's not really gonna trust you. So they will identify you being fake in that regard. So just catch yourself, like think about when you're talking with especially with women, right, is how agreeable you are. Now women are agreeable, are attracted to high value guys, and usually a high value guy, right, sticks to his ideas, sticks to his morals, and usually they don't really care if someone gets offended in this case. So if you believe in something, stick to it. Don't just agree for agreeing. Don't agree with every single person out there, right? Stick to your values, stick to your morals, because this world needs it. We're in this chaos, right? And this is what these girls are saying is not really the cause; it's a result. And that's why we bring up the Sims, right? It's because we believe that this is a consequence of the actions that we as men are doing on them.
We are allowing this way too much.
We're allowing it. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why we're here, is because we need to reach out to a lot of men to start also practicing self-respect.
Yes.
We have to value ourselves more.
Mm-hmm. And another big point, and some of the other channels have been addressing it, is in terms of hypergamy. So
yeah,
the point of hypergamy, can you break it down a little bit, Paul, just for the audience?
Hypergamy is basically the idea that women are always dating up, and they're always looking to find the men with the best successful traits, and that covers a few of the things that we've even mentioned before: looks, money, status, resources, network, and so forth. Other subcategories of those, and that's what they look for. But us men, we don't function that way. Us men, we function differently from what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not really to be taken in such opposition or such offense, because this is the disconnect. This is why there's such a large disparity in understanding each other, is because it's not about that what men want is worse or what women want is worse, because we could sit here and we can feel offended that women just stay up. They we could complain ourselves and we could say, oh, why don't they just love us? Why don't they just take us for as we are?
Yeah, why are they not going on the streets and just take a random homeless and fall in love with him? Like why do they have to act that way, right? So
Exactly. So we like to be real here on this channel, and we agree, yes, that they are going to respond to those things, and it's not their fault because it's all an evolutionary practice, something that is already instinctual. So therefore, for us men, we look for different things in a woman. We're not necessarily like dating up, but things are different. We look for traits that are going to be opposite of us, that is going to benefit us, ultimately benefit them.
exactly. So just gonna give you an example, right? So let's say you have a friend who's buying a truck and you're buying a Ferrari, right? You cannot really say that person is buying something that is less, right? Maybe the price, yeah, whatever, but for him it's more useful to have a truck because he has probably a job, right? Or he has kids where he needs a truck where he can carry stuff, right? And for me, I just want to go fast, right? So yes, it's different traits. It's not like one is better than the other. It's just that we're looking to accomplish different things, right? And as Paul mentioned, right, is when we say women date up, what we really mean is that they look for traits that are at the either at the equal or more, right? But the traits that the man seeks for is not within those kind of value traits. Is more about the personality and the respect. We're looking at different things, right? We're not looking for a woman to provide us with resources. Is that we're providing with a woman that really loves us for who we are, right? And even though we're chopped, that they will love us how we are, right? A little bit of a comment that I want to throw also in there, maybe kind of like on the comments, is that we also not playing the same playing field, right? Because women are allowed to wear makeup, to use all these products, and they're not gonna be judged. But for guys, we have it kind of limited. And yes, we can take care of ourselves right through, and we recommend that. We recommend that you guys take, do a skincare if you can at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
And make sure that you dress, nicely. But I think we're not playing in the same field because, women are allowed to use all these things that are gonna cover their chopness. But for men, it's kind of like, hey, this is what you get, and that's totally fine. Again, the looks are only gonna get you a couple of seconds of attention. Cool. All right.
So, well, we want to make a last point
Yes.
in this video. We're nearing the end of this video, so we have a couple of final thoughts for you guys. Considering that this is something that's been going around the internet, and I actually really didn't have that much of an idea until Jesus brought it up to me. It wasn't really coming up on my feeds.
Yeah.
And so I had to actually catch up a little bit. And once I got a hold of what is actually going on, there seems to be a lot of back and forth. There is a lot of emotions being riled up in this topic of chopped men. And this is a message that I will send to all of you guys out there. All right? So here's the truth. Do not pay mind. Do not pay attention to what they're saying out there, because you know that no matter what, it is also just the internet. You're not going to go out there on the street and you're going to hear women complaining about this, okay? So things are not always necessarily happening in real life as it is that you see going on online. And so with that being said, if you've been watching and following our content, we're always preaching to focus on your goals. Don't get knocked off your center. Stay focused on your goals and ignore the outside noise. And once you can feel and see yourself marching towards your goals, when things start falling into place, when you are working out and getting fit, when you're getting that job that you wanted, and you start earning that amount that you want, and you start eating better, you're going to look better, you're going to feel better, you're going to start investing back in yourself, you're going to reap those rewards. And then you're going to get a woman that will notice, and she is going to be a great complement to your already amazing life. And so one last thing I'll leave you guys with is just like a little analogy. And that is like a championship game, right? You're marching in to a visiting team stadium, right? Or you're the visiting team, sorry. And you're walking into their stadium, and it's full of 70,000 people rooting against you, rooting for you to fail, talking all this nonsense. They got signs booing you, hoping that you embarrass yourself in front of them and on national television. So imagine how large that pressure is. So us taking the voice of a coach here, we want to tell you guys, look, you guys made it to the championship game for a reason, because you guys were focused on your goal. You guys got here because of the discipline, because of the focus, because of the determination, because you want to hit that goal. And just because it's the day of the championship and you have many more people booing you shouldn't change that. Go out there and still play your game no matter what, because you play the game to win.
Exactly. We are analyzing this situation, right? Because this is not going to be the first, and this is going to be the last time that men are going to be, in this case, booed and making fun of. And you are going to be in those positions. The more that you're going to grow, the more you're going to be put in these positions, right? When with the things are against you, where nobody's rooting for you, right? But focus on your goals. I will say from my point, and to tell you the truth, is that we, in this channel, we preach to you that you find a partner that has the qualities, right? To feel you feel respected, that you feel loved, right? That somebody that is going to allow you to be the best version of yourself. Not this woman, right? Forget about them. Like they really are not important in this context. Is focus on finding a woman that is going to bring you the best out of you. That one that is really going to allow you to be the best version of yourself, right? And you're going to keep growing. And it doesn't matter if you're chopped, right? She's going to love you for who you are in what you are capable of.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Totally agreed.
Alrighty.
Yep.
So I think this kind of ends our episode 8.
Yes, it does.
Yes, we saw this, we came across this, and I came across this and I shared it to Paul, and we felt that it was really important for you guys to just kind of hear it, right? Because other areas on your life are gonna be kind of tested in this same way, so we felt that this was a really good time. So for all my chop men, don't worry, guys. You are valuable, and you guys just keep growing, keep working on yourselves, right? And that's why we're here at the Improved Men channel. But before we leave, Paul, what do you have to say to the audience?
Guys, thank you again. And if you guys found any value of this video, please do not hesitate to once again subscribe to our TikTok, to our Instagram, and then like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest updates and for all the latest trending videos and analysis, as well as explaining to you lingos and whatnot of 2025. You'll find it all here at the Improvement channel. Thanks again. My name is Paul Sebastian.
My name is Jesus Pacheco.
We'll see you in episode 9. Take care, guys. Have a good night.
Goodbye. Take care.